are going to be making chicken parmesan with garlic bread and mashed potato. So if you want to go on a journey and learn how to make it, just keep watching. So the ingredients that you would need is chicken breast, baby bella mushroom, of course your spinach, your heavy whipping cream, Parmesan cheese, some salt, some Russian potatoes. I didn't bring out the butter, but you need butter with these. And then last but not least, the garlic bread. So first thing is first, we're gonna put our pan over our stove. Gonna put in some olive oil, just a little bit. Let that warm up for a little bit. Make sure that you put it all over the pan. And then once you hear it kind of popping like that, you want to put your chicken breast in. What I did was I cut the chicken breast in half. And I'm only making 3 chicken breasts. So I'm going to cook 3 at a time because my pan can only hold that much. So while the chicken breast is resting, we want to cook our sauce. So you want to put 2 tablespoons of butter into the pan. Let it melt. It smells so good. The chicken, you see, we still have the chicken grease down there. My house just smells so good right now. Let the butter melt. And then we are going to put the mushrooms in. Oh! One just ran right over. But that's okay. So we are just going to cook this until it is kind of soft. You guys see how the mushroom turned that golden brown color like that? I don't know if you guys can see that, but oh my gosh. And if you want to, you can put the cover on for a few minutes until it gets kind of soft, because it's going to cook really fast. So I'm gonna just turn it down a little bit because I want to make sure that the mushrooms are cooked. There we go. And then I forgot to let you guys know in the intro, but we are going to be putting these sun-dried tomatoes into our sauce today because my husband likes it and I just found it in the pantry. So we are going to be adding that to our recipe. So once the mushroom is kind of mushy and soft, we are going to be putting our heavy whipping cream into it. So I'm just going to shake it so I get all that juice, all that good stuff on the bottom. I'm just going to pour the whole thing in there. There we go. Oh yeah, baby. My husband loves to say that, so I say that too. So I put a whole pint in there. Then you just want to stir it. So at this point, you can choose to add salt to it, or you can choose to wait until the sauce is done for you to add salt. So we're just gonna let it simmer, let it come back to boil before we put the cheese in and the sun-dried tomatoes. And then the last thing that you want to put in it is the spinach because they don't take that long to cook. Yeah. So what have you guys been up to? I am trying really hard to continue my videos. It's hard for me because I am doing a lot of projects to the house, and I hope that one day I will be able to be done with projects and be able to show you guys my home and probably do a little house tour. But it's a lot of work, I tell you. It is a lot of work. So since it's coming up to a boil, I'm just going to add some tomatoes in. I'm adding a whole bag, so about 3 ounces in there. Smells so good. We're just gonna let the tomato cook for a little bit. These tomatoes, they taste so good. I mean, they have no taste to it, but once you bite into it, like in the middle, there's kind of like a fatty taste to it, and that just tastes so yummy. So now it is time to add the cheese. Since this has been cooking for a good minute. So I am just going to add half of the 6-ounce shredded cheese. I don't want to overkill it. There we go. And the cheese makes it thick, so that's the best part, is the cheese and the heavy cream coming together. My dog's outside. She is not being a good girl, so I put her outside for this video. So I'm just going to put in my spinach a little at a time because I want all of it to cook. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna turn it down just a little bit. And I am putting a whole bundle in. Put all that sauce on top of your spinach because that's the best part, is for it to cook that way. Just gonna add more. The only reason why I put a whole bundle in there is because my husband likes it, so that's the reason. But you can choose to put more or less depending on what you like and what you prefer. So if you guys don't like the tomato, you guys don't have to add that. If you guys don't like the mushroom, you guys don't have to add that. It's just all your personal preference, okay? So this is just an easy way to make it. So since I turned down the stove, then it's cooking the spinach kind of slow. And we want that. We don't want all the sauce to evaporate, because, you know, that's the good stuff, is the sauce. But then you also want your spinach to cook. There we go. And if your spinach is not cooking as fast or as well as you want it to cook, then you can put the cover back on for a little bit. But you don't want to turn it too much, because if you turn it too much, then your spinach will be broken. So I'm just going to put this on for a few seconds and turn on my stove a little bit. Let that simmer for a little bit. Can't wait to put the chicken in there. Excuse me, sorry. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. has spinach. So I'm just going to add a little bit more salt in it. And you want to make sure that you stir it quite nicely, because if you don't, then all the salt would just be in one area, and then when somebody bites into it, it's just salt, pure salt. And she is probably barking because the neighbor's dog is out. She wants to get some attention. There we go. And then if you want to, you can put some chili pepper flakes in it. I will probably do that at the end. There you go. I'm just gonna cook that for a little bit, let it marinate in there. There we go. And while this marinate and kind of cool down, I am going to be doing my bread, my garlic bread. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? It's just so much goodness in there. And then since my husband is such a cheesehead, best part is more cheese. That's the best part. More cheese. And there you are. That's my recipe. And that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.